In today's video, we are looking at 10 things you did not know. Trust me, you will not want to skip this. I mean, imagine not knowing a frog can't vomit, or when the sun is going to die. So grab your popcorn, sit back and relax. Here is our number 10. A frog cannot vomit. To regulate material, it first spews out its stomach, then uses its legs to push material out. It then swallows its own stomach back inside. I've heard of people sucking their stomach in to look a lot thinner, but actually swallowing it all back inside of them? This is a new level of wanting to look skinny. The image of that sounds incredibly disgusting. It kind of explains the sound the frog makes all the time. Honestly, I don't think I'll look at frogs the same knowing how it releases waste from its stomach. But yeah, let's move on because thinking about this is really disgusting. Number 9. We are all made of stars. The dusty remains of stars, to be specific. Every element heavier than hydrogen or helium, including all the carbon in your body, formed when stars died in violent supernova explosions. Isn't that beautiful? Deep within us is a branch of stars. We as humans really are special. I always believed that each human had its own universe inside them. Or maybe that's just gas. Who knows? But we are truly special, and now science has proved it. We are all made of stars, so do not ever believe someone when they tell you different. Number 8. Starfish are brainless. Starfish do lack a centralized brain, but they still have a nervous system and are sensitive to things like touch and light. Also, this will explain a lot about Patrick on SpongeBob SquarePants. I mean, he is dumb and doesn't really know how to be normal. Plus, he lives under a rock, meaning he must be quite sensitive to light. Yeah, I just made the realization that the creators of SpongeBob SquarePants, and as weird as I like to think, they are actually kind of smart. Number 7. Elephants have more muscles in their trunk than their entire body. There are around 40,000 muscles in the trunk of an elephant, compared to about 600 in a human. Imagine that, an elephant being able to pick up one of the biggest humans on Earth with no struggle. I've been working out lately, and sometimes I feel like every muscle in my body is aching. I cannot imagine having 40,000 muscles in my body just feeling sore and painful. I would be crying every day. Imagine doing squats and every section of your legs and thighs hurt because you have over 10,000 muscles in that specific area. I now feel sorry for elephants when they try to carry incredibly heavy stuff all day. Number 6. The sun will die in 5 billion years. This is something we will never see in our lifetimes. But imagine if it happened tomorrow. The whole world will slowly die once the sun combusts. Plus, all the residue in the sun will fall down on the Earth and slowly burn everything. Also, this would be the most terrifying thing as the light source on Earth would be gone. It would suddenly go incredibly dark and incredibly cold. Then you would see large pieces of sun getting closer and closer to the Earth. This really would be the end of the Earth if this happens. We definitely will not be able to live without the sun for long at all. Number 5. You can fit all the planets in our solar system between the Earth and the Sun. The average distance between the Earth and the Moon is 239,200 miles. The total distance covered by the diameter of all planets stacked next to each other is 233,865 miles. Plenty of room to spare. That is a lot of room actually. Kinda jealous, especially as my room is only 6 feet by 6 feet. Imagine having a bedroom with all that space. The amount of cool things you could put in it. But sometimes I wonder how many of our planets and solar systems are out there, and how much space they have. Number 4. There are more ways to shuffle a deck of cards than there are atoms on Earth. By a rough approximation, there are 1,049 to 1,050 atoms that make up Earth. To figure out how many combinations there can be from 52 cards, you simply have to multiply, well, all of the deck of cards together by the amount of combinations you have. Anyway, it's a lot of maths, and I'm happy to say that there are some professionals out there that did all the hard work. And it turns out there are less atoms that make up Earth than the ways to shuffle a deck of cards. Number 3. Birds are the closest relatives to dinosaurs. In fact, biologists could easily make the argument that dinosaurs were never extinct in the first place, because birds are descendants of dinosaurs. That's why those in the know refer to the extinct dinos as non-avian dinosaurs. People always tend to think that lizards or geckos are the closest things you will get to a dinosaur, but I guess it's birds. I think it is actually quite cool, as I always wondered what it would be like if dinosaurs were still around. I mean, I watched Jurassic Park, and that scared me. Number 2. The sun makes up 99.8% of our solar system. With all those gas giants, rocky planets, dwarf stars, asteroids, and comets, this is a pretty remarkable fact. Out of all of our solar system, the sun takes up that much space. That is crazy. It also puts into perspective how big and huge the sun is. Also, thinking back to when we mentioned the sun dying and exploding, imagine 99.8% of our solar system just ending right in front of us. Number 1. Body position affects memory. Can't remember your anniversary, hubby? Try getting down on one knee. Memories are highly embodied in our senses. A scent, a sound, may evoke a distant episode from one's childhood. The connections can be obvious. A bicycle bell makes you remember your old paper route, or inscrutable. A recent study helps decipher some of this embodiment. An article in the January 2007 issue of Conjugation reports that episodes from the past are remembered faster and better while a body position similar to those struck during the event. Wow, once again, learn new stuff. Let me know in the comments section below if you learned something new today. Also, don't forget to check out our other videos on the left and right side of the screen if you want to binge watch more of our content. See ya!